Hello friends, I Ratan Agarwal welcome you to Sri Agarwal Academy. In today's session, what are we going to study? We are going to study about rational numbers and how to compare two rational numbers. We are going to study the meaning of a rational number, the definition of a rational number, and then methods to compare two rational numbers. So here we begin. Pay attention please. Rational numbers. As I told you, the very first thing what we are going to see is the meaning of a rational number, the definition of a rational number. So, definition. A rational number is a number which can be expressed in the form of P upon Q. Condition: Q should not be 0, the denominator should not be 0. This is the condition. Now, there may be a small difference in understanding because this is not only the definition, this is not the enough definition. Because if you convert the P upon Q form of a number in a decimal form, it should be either terminating or it should be non-terminating but recurring. A rational number in decimal form should be terminating or non-terminating but recurring. So, in the decimal form, if the number is terminating or if it is not terminating but recurring, then the number is called a rational number. Let me take an example. For example, I am telling you 3 upon 4. It is in the form of P upon Q. But if I give you a decimal form of this type, then it may be either 1.75 or it can be 1.43434343 dot dot. Now this dot dot shows that it is not terminating, but 43 is recurring. So this can be written as 1.43 bar. So I hope you are understanding the concept of rational numbers. Rational numbers are those numbers which are written in the form of P upon Q. Denominator should not be 0, because if the denominator becomes 0, it becomes a meaningless term. There is no definition to it, it is not defined. But in the decimal form, a rational number should be either terminating, or if it is not terminating, it has to be recurring. So this explains the definition of the meaning of a rational number. Now we are going to study methods of comparing rational numbers. So here we go. Methods of comparing two rational numbers. There are two basic methods, but we can also study one more method, which is a sub-method of the first two methods. So what is the first method? Method 1. Cross multiplication method. cross multiplication method. Now, first of all, let us take two rational numbers. Suppose they give us 3 upon 4 and 7 upon 8, A upon B, C upon D. We want to compare them. So, the method says, cross multiplication method, when you take these numbers as 3 upon 4 and 7 upon 8, we will have to cross multiply. So, I will write 3 into 4, 3 into 8 and 4 into 7. 3 8s are 24, 4 7s are 28. 3 8s are 24, 4 7s are 28. Since 24 is smaller than 28, therefore 3 upon 4 is smaller than 7 upon 8. So, this is the cross multiplication which we should do. One more example I will take here. 14 upon 13 and 3 upon 5. If you want, I will make it slightly of a different type. Let us take negative numbers. So, now we will say minus 14 into 5 and minus 3 into 13. 14 5s are 70 with a minus sign, 13 3s are 39 with a minus sign. Now, here my dear friends, you know, in negative numbers it is reverse. The number which is smaller is bigger in value. So, since minus 70 is smaller than minus 39, therefore minus 14 upon 3 is smaller than minus 3 upon 5. I hope you understood the cross multiplication method. This is the first method. Now we will go to the second method. Value method. Value method. Now what is this value method? In value method, we have to find the value of the numbers, of the rational numbers. Let us take the same example. First one, 3 upon 4 and 7 upon 8. Now, if I want to find the value of 3 upon 4, I have to divide 3 by 4. 3 does not go in the table of 4, so I take a 0 here. 4 7s are 28, 2 remains. I take a 0 here. 4 5s are 20, division is over. So, the value of 3 upon 4 we found. Let us find the value of 7 upon 8. 7 does not go, so I take a decimal and a 0. 7 8s are 56, 7 7s are 49, 8 8s are 64. 6 remains. 8 8s are 64, 6 remains, take a 0. 6 7s are 8 7s are 56. Now, up to 2 decimals are enough for us. So, this 3 upon 4, its value is 0.75 and 7 upon 8's value is 0.87. Now, you saw here how we had done, same thing we are getting here. Since 0.75 is smaller than 0.87, therefore, this fraction 3 upon 4 is smaller than 7 upon 8, the same result we had got here. So, this is the value method. You can understand the same things for this problem also. As I told you, let me take for you another example, another method. Method 3. Making the denominator equal. Making the denominator equal. In this case, what we do? When the two rational numbers are given with different denominators, we make their denominators equal by taking their LCM. Let us take this and see. Again, I will take the same fractions, 3 upon 4 and 7 upon 8. The LCM of 4 and 8 is 8. So, I will say 3 upon 4, I have to make the denominator 8, so I will multiply here by 2. So this is 3 to the 6 upon 8, and this is already 7 upon 8, because the denominator is already 8 now. Now you can very easily see this number is smaller. So we will say 6 upon 8 is smaller than 7 upon 8. Therefore, who is 6 upon 8 basically? 3 upon 4 is less than 7 upon 8. We got the same result. So you do by either cross multiplication method, or you do by value method, or you do by making the denominator equal method, you are going to get the same result. Whichever is easy for you, you follow it. For this, if I want to write the formula A upon B, C upon D. So we have to multiply like this. If AD greater than BC, then A upon B greater than C upon D. If AD is smaller than BC, then A upon B is smaller than C upon D. And the last one is, if AD is equal to BC, then A upon B is equal to C upon D. This is the law, this is the rule. I hope you understood how to compare rational numbers. 3 methods I explained to you. I'm going to put this video on my YouTube channel called Sri Agarwal Academy. You can log in there, you can go there. There's a playlist, you can browse through lot of concepts and become smarter in maths. Make maths your best friend. I'm also available on Facebook and Instagram. So do follow me and enjoy maths. Thank you very much.